Hey, Keeble Cubs, welcome back. Mrs. Hoffer here again for today's math lesson. Friends, before we start, I just want to say how happy I am to be back giving you another math lesson. I hope you're all doing well and that you're safe and healthy and ready to learn. Friends, after today's math lesson, you should know how to join two numbers together to make a whole new number. This is what we call composing. You will understand that the two numbers you are joining together must be the same or smaller than the final number that we are creating. And you will be able to put together numbers using manipulatives such as unifix cubes, which I will be using today, and manipulatives with number bonds. So we are going to be using manipulatives, unifix cubes, and we're going to be using unifix cubes with number bonds to compose different numbers. Okay, friends, so like we just mentioned, today we're going to be learning about how we can compose numbers. And to compose a number, we mean joining two separate whole other numbers and creating a whole new one, just like these two sets of unifix cubes we see on the page below me. Keeble Cubs, tell me, how many unifix cubes do you see right here that I'm pointing at? That's right, friends, there are 4. And how about right here? That's right, friends, there are also 4. So notice how there are no longer two sets of 4 numbers on the bottom of our screen. How many unifix cubes are connected at the top of our screen, Cubs? Tell me. That's right, there are 8. So friends, what we just did is we joined the numbers 4 and 4 together, and we took those separate two numbers of 4, we brought them to the top, clicked them together like you would click together unifix cubes in real life, and we were able to compose the number 8. So Keeble Cubs, we just learned that 4 and 4 together compose the number 8. Friends, when we're composing numbers, it's really important to know that there are many different ways that we can compose any number. So when I say that, I mean 4 and 4 do make the number 8. We just did join them together to compose the number 8. But there are also many different ways that we can also compose the number 8 with completely new 2 other numbers. All we have to do is make sure that when we are composing a number, that the 2 numbers that we are starting with are either equal to or less than the number that we are composing. Cubs, tell me, on this side right here, how many unifix cubes do you see? What is this number that is representing? That's right, friends, we see 5. And how many on this side? How many unifix cubes are right here? That's right, there are 3. Now we are going to join the 5 and the 3 together to compose a whole new one at the top of our page. Friends, tell me right next to me, what is the number we just composed? That's right, Cubs, good job. We composed the number 8. So we see a whole new way that we can compose the number 8 by combining the numbers 3 and 5. So we already learned that we can compose 8 by joining 4 and 4. And now we know another way that we can compose the number 8 would be by joining the numbers 5 and the numbers 3. Good job, friends.
All right, Cubs, so now I'm going to show you how we can use our manipulatives from our take-home packs, the unifix cubes, to compose the number 10. Remember, friends, the goal is to understand that to compose a number, there are many different ways that we can compose a number by joining two separate numbers together. So today, for this first part, we're going to focus on the number 10 and show many different ways that we can compose the number 10. So Keeble Cubs, tell me, how many unifix cubes do you see in this number right here, this set of unifix cubes? That's right, friends, there are 5. And what about this set? And this second set of unifix cubes, how many are there? That's right, friends, there are also 5. So we are going to join, remember we join the two numbers to compose the final number. I'm going to attach my unifix cubes, and now we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keeble Cubs, you just learned that you can compose the number 10 by joining two sets of 5. So by joining the number 5 unifix cubes and 5 unifix cubes, we put them together and we compose the number 10. Now, Keeble Cubs, tell me, how many unifix cubes are in this larger number right here? That's right, friends, there are 8 unifix cubes to this number. And how about this one? How many are there here? That's right, there are 2 cubs. Good job. So now I'm going to join the unifix cubes together. So we're joining to compose the final number. And Keeble Cubs, tell me, when we joined the 2 with the 8, how many did we compose? What is the final number we just composed, Keeble Cubs? That's right, friends. It was 10. Good job. We just learned another way to make the number 10 by joining the number 2 and the number 8 together. Good job, friends. Friends, now tell me, what are these 2 different sets of numbers that we're about to compose? How many unifix cubes are in this set? That's right, friends. This is 4 unifix cubes. And how about this one? That's right, Cubs, there are 6. So when we join them together to compose the final number, we joined the number 4 and the number 6 together. Cubs, tell me, what number did we just compose? That's right, my friends, we composed the number 10 again. So we can use the numbers 4 and the number 6 and join them together to make the number 10. Good job, friends. All right, Cubs, now tell me, how many unifix cubes are there here? That's right, friends, there are 3. And how about right here? How many unifix cubes do I have right here? That's right, there are 7. So, Cubs, what are we going to do? That's right, friends, we are going to join them together to compose a final number. Tell me, Keeble Cubs, when we join 3 and 7 together, what is the final number we just composed? Good job, friends. That's right. We just composed 10 again. So we learned that we can also use the numbers 3 and 7 and join them together to make 10. Good job, friends.
Friends, now we're going to review how we can compose a number by using something called number bonds, which we see right here on our screen. Keeble Cubs, the number bond, so bonds means to join together, and that's exactly what we're doing when we compose a new number, right? We're composing a number by joining 2 other numbers together. So friends, usually when we use it in real life, and you'll see next when I do it as an example, we're going to draw in, so write in the numbers that we start with and compose, but this is just a quick example so we can see on the screen first. So Keeble Cubs, tell me, what is the number of unifix cubes? What is the number of unifix cubes that you see right here? The one that has more unifix cubes on your left hand side of the page? Count for me, Cubs. How many are there? That's right, there are 6. So that is why we see the number 6 right on top, because the unifix cubes are representative of the number 6. And Cubs, what about right next to it? What is that number? That's right, there are 2 unifix cubes. So we know now that the 2 numbers on the bottom bonds, we're going to join those unifix cubes together, and we are going to compose or create a whole new number by putting together 6 and 2. So, Keeble Cubs, you can see at the top of my screen, we have joined 6 and 2 together. And tell me, Cubs, what number were we able to just compose? That's right. This is the number 8. Good job, Keeble Cubs. So now we know by using our number bonds that the number 6 and the number 2 added together, so joined together, create and compose the number 8. Friends, tell me, how many unifix cubes do you count right here on this side? That's right, there's only 1. And what about the other number bond? How many unifix cubes are on that side? Good job, friends. That's right, there are 7. So now what are we going to do? What do we have to do with 7 and 1 in order to compose a new number, Keeble Cubs? That's right. We learned that we have to join them together in order to compose the whole new final number. So, Cubs, when we join 7 and 1 together, what number are we composing? That's right, friends. Good job. We learned we can compose the number 8 by adding together, by joining together the numbers 7 and 1 create 8. Good job, friends.
All right, Cubs. So for the second part of composing today, we're going to show you how to use a number bond. So friends, we see these, for the number bond, the 2 lower ones are the 2 numbers that we start with, Cubs. So the 2 numbers that you are going to be joining together. Tell me, friends, what's the number of unifix cubes under this bond? Good job, Cubs. That's right, there are 5. So I'm going to write out the number 5. And what about this? How many unifix cubes do you see under this bond? That's right, there are also 5. So I'm going to write out the number 5 to show that these are representative of both the number 5. So what's next, Keeble Cubs? What do we have to do to compose the final number that is going to go at the top of the bond? That's right, friends. We're going to join them together. And notice, friends, how I took the exact same ones from below, just like I did earlier, and joined them together for the top? Because the thing is, we're taking these 2 separate numbers, and remember, we're creating something completely different. So we took the 5 and the 5, and tell me, Cubs, what is the number we just composed? That's right, friends, we composed the number 10. Good job, Keeble Cubs. Okay, so we just did the number 10, composing 10 as a practice, because we've been doing that already. But friends, it's important to be able to compose all types of different numbers up to 10. So we're now going to practice composing with the number bonds, the number 9. So Keeble Cubs, tell me, how many do we see under this number bond right here? That's right, friends. Good job. We see 4. So I'm going to write 4 down, friends, because this bond is representative of the number 4. And what about this one, friends? What is this number right here? Good job, Cubs. That's right. It is 5. So what are we going to do next? We are going to join them together on the top to create a whole new final number. We are composing the final number by joining 4 and 5. And Keeble Cubs, tell me, what is the final number we just composed? That's right, friends, it's 9. Good job. All right, Keeble Cubs, tell me this one. How many unifix cubes are there here? That's right, friends, there is only one on this side. And what about here? How many unifix cubes do we have under this number bond? Good job, friends. There are 8. So, friends, tell me, when we join these together to compose the whole new number, what is the number we just composed? Good job, friends. We composed the number 9 again. So we know the numbers 1 and 8 joined together create the number 9. All right, friends, we are going to end today's lesson on composing number with something that's a little bit tricky. Remember, friends, we learned that when we compose a number, the two numbers that we're joining together, so these two numbers on the number bonds, have to either be less than or equal to the final number. So, Keeble Cubs, tell me, how many unifix cubes do you see on this side? Right here. Count them all up for me. That's right. It is 9. And what about right here? Do you see any unifix cubes under this number bond? No, we don't. So if we see nothing, we know it's the number 0. Friends, what's the final number we just composed? Good job. It's still 9. Right? Because remember, friends, the rule of composing numbers is that the bottom numbers, the two that we're joining together, have to either be less than or equal to the final. So because we had 9, which is equal to the final number, we were able to join together 9 and 0, which ends with the number 9 being composed. Fantastic work, friends!
All right, Keeble Cubs, that is all the time we have for today's math lesson. Keep up the fantastic work, friends.